West News 18. Weather from where you live.
All right, some additional welcome rainfall this afternoon, especially in this green zone from eastern Carroll County, southern Cass, Miami, Howard County. Some places have received over 1 inch of rainfall. We've had these scattered storms through the day, a lot of lightning, some brief heavy rainfall. Thing is, so far we've been okay with severe weather. We got the severe weather here in Ohio going on. We still have the risk for an isolated severe storm or two this evening and tonight. But I think for these evening hours, we're going to see a little bit of a lull because you notice not as much happening out here in central Illinois. So coverage of the rainfall is going to go down to about 30%. Nonetheless, we still have some storms going on here in eastern Clinton County, some showers around Rossville, storm there just to the north of Logansport and moving towards Peru, and a couple cells up here in Newton and Jasper County. But in Illinois, more storms will fire up later this evening and move east and northeastward. So 30% coverage giving way to 50%, kind of muggy. Went down to 71 by 11 o'clock. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:22. Storms, but then most of the storms begin to move northward overnight. We'll drop down to 68 degrees. Now, this is what's interesting. We've got two cold fronts. One is right here, one is here. This is the really significant one. However, the worst of the cold air with this is going to drop back here and just a little bit affect us. This is going to be very similar, actually, and I got a blog post on this right now, as to what we're going to have this winter. Big southeast ridge kind of protecting us from the much cooler air. Rather than it moving this way, it will basically go due south, and we will get a little cooler, but it does not look as cool later this week as it looked last week. In the meantime, marginal risk of severe weather evening and into tonight. A couple isolated severe storms are possible, and a little localized heavy rainfall can't be ruled out either. Tomorrow, 68 in the morning, 72 by 9 o'clock, but a pretty hot day, 89 for the high. Still a couple of isolated storms can't be ruled out, with highs 84 to 90 and the heat index 89 to about 96. On Wednesday, nothing more than an isolated storm, partly cloudy, 88 for the high temperature, with highs generally 82 to 89 and still rather humid. There are the storms ramping up again tonight. There's 9:30. This is midnight, and then they move northward. Couple isolated storms will sneak in tomorrow morning, and a couple more are possible tomorrow afternoon. Then we dry out with nothing more than an isolated storm or two on Wednesday as well. And then the cooler air begins to come in with a 79 on Thursday, a 77 Friday before we warm up again next weekend. And it's a little cooler Monday.